Today's adventure begins here at the state line of Pennsylvania as the recording of this Saturday, April 8th, 2023. The Mason-Dixon line heading through some back roads and small towns in Maryland. And remember to be kind. Classic truck alert. This is the community and the town of Lineborough, right on the state line. Gotta love small town life. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here. The weather is cool, crisp, nice. It's something I like to do on occasion to just get away from the hustle and bustle of theme parks, baseball games, conventions, congregations of people, and just get out into real Americana. I'm inviting you to join me. This truck just left the feed store, loaded up with some feed. I have no real rhyme or reason what I'm gonna do except drive through Maryland. Join me. I also need some sunglasses. I broke my sunglasses. Maybe I'll buy some today. Shall you? I really like the look of these houses. I'm guessing that would be Victorian architecture. Also that old lumber sign. A logging truck here. I say, boy. I think that's Foghorn Leghorn right there. Full Moon Drive I'm just passing. Gonna see a lot of these farms through here. Beautiful. Whenever I get off the interstates and the highways and the freeways, I get excited when I see a sign that says Road Narrows. So I took it. This is Fredinger Mill Road. Just see where it leads. Up, I see some horses. Couple horses there. Oh, I just heard a rooster. Plane flying over, small plane. Hello, horses. A little miniature horse right down there. Well, that's a goat. That's a miniature horse down there, Grace. Hello, goat. I see you over there. How's it going? And there's another miniature horse right here. Look at this. Hey, horsies. Just passing through. All right. Continue grazing. Continue grazing. Old rusted out buildings here. Local rancher up there mowing his yard. And this closed up building, the grain silo, and busted down building around the back. Just adds to the ambiance with the dog barking on the next property over. And the crow that just crowed. Birds chirping. Getting a little fuel. This gas station has a cow right there as its mascot. Price of gas here, $3.55 a gallon. Highs. It's a cow for its logo. $3.99 diesel, but I'm fueling up with regular $3.55. They also have old school beer and wine shop over there. I am now following this very unique piece of farming equipment to a very boring place. Maybe the most boring place in all of Maryland. When When I say it's boring, I mean that literally and figuratively. I've never been there, but I was looking on my coordinates. I'm gonna say the most boring place in Maryland is probably right up here. Probably where this farm equipment's going. No joke, this place really exists. In fact, this is its post office and technologies building. Boring, Maryland. Zip code 21020. And this boring post office was established on August 9th of 1880. Oh, there's the boring fire hall over there and the boring fire department. This is seriously boring. Boring fire, the boring fire volunteer fire company. I don't know, it makes me laugh. I just love towns that have unique names. I mean, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on here. I wouldn't say this is a beehive of activity, but I also wouldn't call it boring, even though it is its namesake. That's not boring. That's awesome. It's an old foundation here in the woods. I've been driving for a little bit more. Check out this bridge over a little river. An old desolate house back in the background there. Not a lot of leaves on the trees this time of year. Even though occasionally you'll see some cherry blossoms out. Cherry blossom trees. I've entered the town of Woodbine, right here on the railroad tracks. An old factory over there. I really like the look of this building. A little office of some sort. Former office leading to that factory over there, or maybe a checkpoint right here along the railroad tracks. And the town is located right here along a river. With one stray lonely goose over in the distance. Not a flock of geese, just one goose right there walking around, making its way down to the water. Hello, goose. The truck's got some firewood in the back of it. I've now made it over to the Patuxent River. Park closes at sunset. I want you to take your trash with you if you have any. I didn't bring any trash, but if I did, I would take it with me. Another river. It might be the same river, but doubtful, because I've been driving a little bit since the last spot. Okay, this is interesting. Is this a private residence? There's a parking area here. I don't know if that's a private residence up there or not. And also, take a look at this branch from this tree That's different. The way it's growing? Huh. Weird. This day was kind of needed. It's nice to have a day where you don't really do a whole lot except get in the car, drive through peaceful areas. It might not sound like it would be something that is required from time to time, but I've enjoyed the day. Just getting in the car, driving at one with my thoughts. I need those from time to time. Yeah, I think this is not a private residence. This is part of the park. Look over here, is that bamboo? It is the River Park Nature Center. Also, what looks like the barn that Jason Voorhees would accommodate. Right? I enjoy a wide variety of things. And sometimes I like being around a lot of people. Really busy type events. There's also a side of me that every so often doesn't want to be around anyone and just kind of wants to embrace solitude. You know, back roads and small towns and things like that. So I like both. I like a healthy mix. Yeah, this is bamboo. Sometimes when I have too much of one side for long periods of time, it's not a healthy thing to have one or the other for too long. Look at this, I'm going into the bamboo forest. This is awesome. I don't know why I'm whispering. I don't need to be whispering. Whoa! Stumbled on some bamboo. Gotta watch your step through here. It's like little tiny bamboo shards coming up out of the ground. Oh, here's some of the blooming trees that are in season, even though a lot of the other foliage and trees around here don't really have a lot of greenery on them. These particular trees do for this area. Definitely a very low-key day for me. As stated, sometimes they're needed. Saw a lot of cows, or I saw a lot of horses. I don't think I saw any cows. Did I see cows? I saw horses. I had this rental car until the 17th of this month. So I still have it for quite a while. Today's only, as a recording of this, is only the 8th. And I opted not to fly back out of DC. I flew into DC, but I opted not to fly out of DC, but to just rent a car and return it at MCO Orlando. And I did that just because I wanted to do a little road trip, and I'm not even sure which way I'm going to go. A few days ago I flew from Orlando to DCA, which is the airport in Washington DC, and then went to a game, went up to Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, stayed up there for a couple days. Now I'm heading back downward, and I'll have to return the rental car for more than a week. a couple days more than a week, and I have not decided which route to take back. Southbound, I'm not going to go any more north of where I am now. I'm still in Maryland and going to be staying here for the night. Checking into a hotel a little earlier. I'm only checking in at 4 o'clock. Usually I go, pretty hard most of the day when I am on the road, and just decided I'm just going to call it an early evening. Tampa Bay Rays are playing. They are on a 7-game win streak. I don't want to put anything out into the universe that's going to change that. Possibly if they win tonight, they're playing at the Trop, which I am nowhere near, they will have won 8 games in a row. But right now, they are the only undefeated team in the MLB, and I'm just going to predict they're going to do pretty good this year. I'm putting that out there. If the guys can stay injury less injuries than last year, if they can stay healthy, I think they could go pretty far in the postseason. So I'm going to go to my room, relax, decompress, take the ending of a very easy day of just driving, just on the back roads. Really mellow day. And figure out what my route will be southbound, which way I will be going, whether I'll be going through Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. I don't know. It could be any of those things. But I need a little time to figure that out and watch a little baseball, relax, maybe get some food, and enjoy the day. Thank you for watching. Saw some animals today, saw some flowing rivers, looking at some plants here that are, are these, you know what? I'm gonna say petunias, but are these pine cones? Are these the beginning of pine cones? It might be. I'm tired. I'm gonna relax, watch some baseball, and get some slumber right here. This is where the magic happens. And what I mean by magic is me getting 40 winks later. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is, got my bags. You need to get some food later. I always bring waters into the rooms. And this is a nice room for $150. Randomly, found it online. Saw it was near where I was, booked it. The vlog is over.